know, you clap too loud, you're all going to prison, too. So it was, I was going to say historic, but it was really just a very weird day in our country's history today. A day that was unimaginable 4 years ago, and it's still pretty hard to wrap your head around. The guy, never mind. He's, this morning I woke up, our son got into our bed like early in the morning and peed in the bed. And so we got out of bed and the dog had pooped in the hallway right out front and peed on the wall. And that was just an appetizer for the rest of the day, really. President McRib is back for a limited time, only 4 years. Today at noon Eastern, our long national nightmare was officially sworn in. Another time, a second time. Donald Trump became the first convicted felon to be sworn in as president of the United States today. He is selling inauguration Bibles to celebrate. He launched a new meme coin over the weekend to the tune of, some say, $41 billion. He launched his own cryptocurrency days before he became president. I hope we all understand how crazy that is. The president of the United States following in the footsteps of the Hawktua girl. And it was below freezing in Washington today. It's the only reason that Bible didn't burst into flames when they swore Trump in. They had to move the festivities indoors, which was actually better for Trump, harder for Melania to escape. As is tradition, except for 4 years ago when Trump refused to do it, the outgoing first couple welcomed the incoming president and first lady, which was interesting to watch. Trump actually got involved in Melania's outfit for this ceremony. A lot of people are talking about it. He told her he thought it would be super hot if she dressed like a goth Al Capone. And so she did. We found Carmen Sandiego. And then Biden and Trump rode together to the Capitol in a limousine like a divorced couple on their way to their kid's graduation. Jill Biden rode with Melania Trump. They both cried the whole way there, different reasons. But overall, unlike the last time, there was a lot of respect paid to tradition. Kamala Harris invited J.D. Vance to the vice president's residence at the Naval Observatory for a ceremonial humping of the Millard Fillmore futon. It was a short drive to the Capitol for Biden and Trump, though I'm sure it seemed very, very long. There they are. The reporters, they asked Joe Biden what his message for the day was, and he said joy was his message for the day, which I think that's the name of the nurse who gives him his sponge baths. The whole thing was very formal. You could see Melania Trump being escorted into the rotunda by her new boyfriend. Of course, I'm kidding about Donald and Melania are very, very much in love. You can see here they had a very sweet moment. They shared almost a kiss. I guess she didn't want to mess up his makeup, so the whole Trump family came out of their holes to celebrate. First, marionette-in-law Jared Kushner is back. You can see him here saying hello to all the billionaires who showed up. And before taking a seat, this was interesting. Jared said hello to, didn't say hello to Marco Rubio, but did sit right on Mark Zuckerberg's lap. A lot of people were surprised to see the former Vice President Mike Pence show up, but he did. No, that's not him. That is definitely not him. Do we have Mike Pence? Mike Pence, the last time he was in the building, he was being chased by a man dressed as a buffalo, but he showed up anyway. He showed up without mother. Karen Pence opted not to celebrate the man who was all good with a bunch of yahoos killing her husband. Mike is actually the fun one in the couple. The award for best dressed at today's inauguration, let's go back to that, went to Senator John Fetterman, who it looked like his mom interrupted his Fortnite game and forced him to come downstairs. You know, John, even Adam Sandler wears a suit to the Golden Globes. After he was sworn in, Trump gave his second inaugural address, which I have to say was more ominous than I anticipated.
In order to ensure the security and continuing stability, the Republic will be reorganized into the first galactic empire.
So this is how liberty dies. With thunderous applause.
That's right. Emperor Palpatine hands his back. It was not an uplifting or even well-written speech. Trump said the golden age of America begins right now. Twice, he bragged about a landslide victory. That was in no way a landslide victory.
My recent election is a mandate to completely and totally reverse a horrible betrayal and all of these many betrayals that have taken place, and to give the people back their faith, their wealth, their democracy, and indeed their freedom. From this moment on, America's decline is over.
Did he say America's decline is over? Yeah, America's decline is over. In fact, it's right over there. There it is. Later on, the decline turns into a circle jerk, and that's when the fun starts to happen. A lot of people were wondering why all these rich guys were invited to sit in the Capitol for the inauguration. There's a perfectly good explanation for it. Trump is selling the country to the highest bidder. It really has been amazing to watch these powerful men who don't need to ever make another dollar in their lives debasing themselves to suck up to this ridiculous person. But that's why they're billionaires, I guess.
And we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
Elon needs a change of pants. Another rocket just exploded on launch. This Elon Musk, if this isn't a real-life comic book villain, I don't know who could ever possibly be that.
Can you imagine how awesome it will be to have American astronauts plant the flag on another planet for the first time? Bam! Yeah!
One day, Elon Musk could be the biggest dork on 2 planets. Trump, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Trump is planning to come visit us on Friday. He's coming to L.A. to survey the damage from the wildfires, something he cares about so much, he even gave us a shout-out during the speech.
Or more recently, Los Angeles, where we're watching fires still tragically burn. From weeks ago, without even a token of defense, they're raging through the houses and communities, even affecting some of the wealthiest and most powerful individuals in our country, some of whom are sitting here right now. They don't have a home any longer. That's interesting.
He always knows just what to say, you know? By the way, none of the wealthy and powerful individuals sitting in that room don't have a home any longer. They all have homes. They have lots of homes. Jeff Bezos is not living at his mother-in-law's house right now. Overall, and I wonder if anyone else felt this way, Trump didn't seem to be enjoying himself. I don't think he likes being in front of an audience that isn't also there to see Kid Rock. He was very subdued reading from the teleprompter.
Every child who dreams for their future, I am with you, I will fight for you, and I will win for you. We're going to win like never before.
I don't know, maybe he's tired from all the winning. I don't know. And then it was time for Carrie Underwood to sing America the Beautiful. And keep in mind that at this point, Donald Trump has now been president, running the country for about 15 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, performing America the Beautiful, please welcome the Armed Forces Chorus and Carrie Underwood.
All right, and here we go. Carrie Underwood being escorted to the stage. Past the president, takes his place. Okay, now here to perform America the Beautiful, Carrie Underwood. And now we begin. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Carrie Underwood. Okay, it appears, oh, well, it seems they're having some kind of issue with the music. I'm sure they'll get that straightened right out, and we will be hearing America the Beautiful from Carrie Underwood. You see President Trump waiting for Carrie Underwood to perform, and her performance will soon begin. As President Trump looks on next to the new Second Lady, Usha Vance, who is also waiting for Carrie Underwood to begin her performance of America. All right, what? You know what? The hell with it. Let's get down to our new national anthem, YMCA. That's the song that we all came to hear. What a time to be alive. The village people and the village idiot together at last. He's like, why did I pick this song? That never would have happened on Mike Pence's watch, I'll tell you that right now. Ironically, today also happens to be Martin Luther King Jr. Day, of all days. And Donald Trump and Martin Luther King, they do have something in common. One had a dream, the other had Eric. But Trump promised his administration would work to make Dr. King's dream come true. He said that in a speech, and he's right. These people will make sure we are judged based on the content of character, not on the color of their lily white skin. It was wall-to-wall white people at this inauguration. It really was something. Marjorie Taylor Greene called the cops on a statue of Martin Luther King. Even though it was freezing cold, they still had a parade. They had an indoor parade at which Trump droned on and on about windmills and whales and fruit, and then off to the inaugural balls he went. There were a number of them all weekend long. This is from the official Hispanic inaugural ball on Saturday night. Were you at that? Were you invited to that?
No, thank you.
Clito, were you invited
No, I
to
was
that?
not. I wasn't.
Well, one singer, who not only is this woman not Hispanic, pretty sure she isn't a singer.
Oh, bless America, land that I stand, sanctify me and guide me through the night for the Lord.
Is there a better metaphor for the Trump administration than a Korean singer butchering all the words to God Bless America at the Hispanic inaugural ball? After the Pompadour circumstance, President Trump took out his magic sharpie to sign a stack of executive orders. Remember how angry Republicans used to get when a Democrat president issued an executive order? Neither do they. Trump signed about 100 of them today that covered a variety of subjects, including renaming the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America, renaming Mount Denali Mount McKinley, and renaming Melania Ivanka, which... Trump also signed pardons for those convicted of storming the Capitol on January 6th, 1,500 of them. He did this in front of a big cheering crowd, the same crowd he criticized Joe Biden for pardoning his family in front of. Here's the difference. Biden pardoned a bunch of people who didn't commit crimes. Trump pardoned a bunch who did. Biden's pardonees included Dr. Fauci, General Milley, Liz Cheney, members of his family, and Diddy, which was a surprise. I guess Uncle Joe loves a freak-off. I don't know, but Biden did not preemptively pardon any talk show hosts this morning, which many found disappointing. You know, they turn around the White House very quickly. They have around 5 hours to swap everything from Joe Biden to Donald Trump. And Joe Biden, after 50 years, said while he is leaving Washington, he's not leaving the fight. He is going onwards, and as we witnessed earlier today, upwards, too.
Welcome back to The Lead. The eyes of the nation are on Washington, D.C. this morning as President Joseph R. Biden Jr. prepares for his final departure from the White House. We have a visual on the president right now. As you can see, he is standing on the balcony, tying some sort of what look like ropes to the railing. We're not sure what that was. CNN is reaching out to the White House for clarity on the situation. And wait, something does seem to be happening. There is shaking and what appear to be balloons. Hundreds, if not thousands, of helium balloons have just been released over the White House.
That jackass can take my job, but he'll never take my house.
President Biden is now airborne, flying away with the White House in a scene reminiscent of the Pixar movie Up.
Oh, I can see all the way to Scranton. Hey, Corn Pop. Oh, slow down. Oh. Sorry, Jack. That'll buff right out.
It seems we have lost sight of the White House.
Thank you. Up and away. How you doing, Superman? Well, that's all for me, folks. You're gonna be missing Sleepy Joe soon enough. Till then, enjoy the malarkey, Kimo-sabes.
The second he falls asleep, I am going to eat him.
We're going to Cabo.
Si, senor.
Let's get wild, Mr. President.
I'm defying gravity. No joke, man. Oh.
That's right. We wish you smooth sailing, Mr. President.